Good morning guys, welcome to studio vlog 15 and you joined me in the car this morning. I am just heading off to the post office to post the Christmas cards that I painted for friends and family. Going to do that now. It's a really misty, miserable, drizzly day, but I thought I would just take you with me on the journey and I'm trying to get you out the house a little bit more, trying to get myself out the house a little bit more, and yeah, let's go to the post office. I'm back from the post office now, just lit the candle as you would have seen and also made a coffee, and it's now time to start on a few tasks for the day. I've got quite a few things to do. On my to-do list today I have got post office I can tick off. I've got to edit the studio vlog which I need to get up. That has a first clip of the 4th of, no wait, when was it? Maybe about the 10th of November or the 7th of November, so it's quite a long drawn out vlog, but basically I've mushed together all the clips I had and was going to put that out, but you know that because you would have seen it before this one. So when I do that, I've also got to, what I tend to do is I edit my vlog and then I sit and watch it and write down some notes, and then I use my iPad to annotate through the vlog. So I've got to do that part. I need to watch the vlog and annotate, write down the notes and annotate, and then upload after that. I also need to find some little tags that, I can't think where they are. I have some little kind of postage tags with string on that I want to use, because for Joe's nieces we are putting together a box of Christmas presents, which are basically turn that brightness down a bit, there we go, which are basically just odds and ends. Some of it might arrive today, so I might be able to show it to you, and they definitely don't watch these videos, so it's fine, but putting together a box. So the only people we're buying for this year, 2 girls, and we're in the box, we're putting a few just odds and ends, and I'm individually wrapping them, but I want the tags because I want to write little notes and jokes on the tags so they're stuck outside the present, so they can read a joke, open the present, and it's like a little kind of adventure parcel. So I need to find those, and honestly can't quite think where they are. Let's have a quick look. They are somewhere amongst, oh look, here they are. Try and take long to get these guys here. So I'm going to write little notes on these and little jokes that I find online, and we can use those. So that's that found. The other thing I need to do today is to start to amend the year on my printable calendars, because at the moment obviously they're not on my store right now, but they need to be updated to 2020. I haven't done a new one this year, but next year I definitely will, but this year I just didn't have the time. So the 2 that are current are going to be updated and re-released, so that's got to happen. I've also got to do a update on my Etsy store. I've just released an offer on the little tear off notepads, which I showed you, well no, I didn't show you them in the vlog, I did it in an Instagram story. These guys here, I've got a 25% off offer plus a free sticker, and to do that you just have to enter the code NOTES25, I'll put it across the screen, NOTES25. You won't see the sticker go in your basket, but that will be put separately in the parcel, and you get 25% off of the A5 tear off notepad. But yes, so I need to do that. That's only for my leaflanestudio.com store, not for my Etsy store. So try and encourage people over to my own website. I'm also in the middle of a big website audit. I'm going to show you that too. There's a couple of things that I want to change on the actual template of leaflanestudio.com, and things that are kind of irritating me at the moment, which they may not irritate you, but I am not quite happy with them. So for example, my paper products drop down menu, when you hover on it you can see all of the different things, but if you click on the paper products thing itself, nothing happens. But obviously if you print, sorry, if you want to read the first one was, if you click on any of the other things, then you know it comes up, and same with each drop down menu. And there are templates that you can click on the main thing, so the paper products thing, and it will take you to a separate page, as well as having drop downs. So I'm going to have a look at that, but generally my website just needs a little bit of a tidy. Right now I've just got lots of things dropped on there, and I now sort of understand a bit more about what I want it to look like. So yesterday I created this very basic Excel spreadsheet. And what I've basically done is set up little categories and then just gone into each individual page on my site and written notes of things I want to change, and then I've got little things to tick off to say that they're all done. So I need to start working my way through that, but today the priority is the vlog, which is here, and then also my calendar updates. I don't even think, I probably haven't got my calendars, I hope I haven't got my calendars in here anymore. Updating my calendars, so this is one of them here, and why is it upside down? Oh, they are here, look, they're still here, so got to take those down. Going to do that right now. In fact, we'll do that together. So we'll go into the backstage of the website, and we'll go to, where are we, printables, just there, and then you'll see that will come up here, so we can just manage products. Oh, it's all here, look, and we can double click on the product, and we can I think I can not visible, so hidden, yeah, and save. So I do that there, and also hidden, save. So now if I go back into this, let's just refresh this page, hopefully, yeah, they've gone, so that's good. Squarespace is super easy to use in terms of, I don't have any kind of coding skills whatsoever, so it's really, really easy. And yeah, the next job is to sort out my Etsy, but job one, we're going to do that right now. Annotations, I've got to start watching this vlog back, write down a list of what I want to do on my iPad to annotate the vlog with, so let's do that right now. Guys, we just had the delivery of the paper chase things that Joe got for his nieces in the Black Friday sale. I want to show you what I got quick. I got some things are different, but mostly we got them the same kind of stuff. I got them these awesome plastic, I don't know, they're plasticky, kind of soft feeling, but they're obviously just reusable cups with these cool straws that don't come out, which is awesome. They don't come out when the cup's done up, so that's cool. I got one of them, the older girl, I got this little fox trinket tray thing. And I also, whilst we're on foxes, I also got a fox pencil case. I actually didn't realise I got two foxes, but that works really well. And for the younger girl, I got this snow dome photo frame, and pencil case wise, a little bear, which is so cute. And then these two pens, I can have one each, or you know, it doesn't matter if they swap any of these things around really, but this little puffer fish is so cute. In fact, part of that collection, Joe got me a little while ago, the cat version, which it doesn't work anymore, but I keep it because it's really cute. And then we got them a pack of little sticky heart notes each, and some stickers out of the, what was this collection called? Buddies, they're the little buddy stickers, so we got them some stickers each, one of each type. These are so cool, I still like these myself even at almost 40 years old, they're so sweet. And then also we got them a notepad each with a cat that looks very similar to Gizmo, and we got them a little postcard which Gizmo's going to handwrite, and obviously, and they're going to be packed in, so she's going to handwrite these, and she bought these herself, these notepads. They're just like little lined sweet little notepads, so we got them the same of those. So that is all of the paper chase stuff. I think it's all really nice. To go with that stuff, I've also, yesterday I got them little the little Malteser chocolate reindeers, so we got them those, and we're going to get them like a little cupcake set, you know, like you can bake your own cupcakes, and all you need to do is add butter and milk or something, whatever it is. So we're going to get them one of those, and also Joe got them like a little Harry Potter, like a lucky dip. I don't know if it's a keyring, can't remember what they are, but they're little Harry Potter things. So this box is shaping up to be quite the Christmas present, and personally speaking, I would have loved this sort of gift as a kid, would have loved this sort of gift now. But yeah, so we're going to wrap those up, and then I've written out the little tags I mentioned earlier. I've just put them downstairs, but I've written little Christmas jokes on those. Unfortunately for Joe, he had to listen to me yelling out those jokes to him, but I find them very funny. So I've written those out, and then on each present, or I think I got 4 each or 3 jokes each I'll attach a little tag with a joke. So it's like a little lucky dip box, but there you go. Good morning guys, it's Sunday morning and we are just going off to Gajrivi to the rock pool to meet Kimberly and Darren. It's very stormy out today, it's going to get worse later, innit? It
is, 60
and
miles.
So I don't think we're going to be walking very far, but I think it's going to be a tea/coffee and maybe some cake morning. A little Christmas, a pre-Christmas get together. So,
let's go.
Let's go, Jeeves.
Jeeves? Cheeky cow.
Is he a driver? What was the name of the driver?
You're implying that...
What was the name of the driver from Thunderbirds?
Oh, Parker.
Parker, that's what I was thinking
Either
of.
way, I'm not happy.
You barely drive, get on with it. Good morning guys, I've just reversed back in my chair in the office hoping to get away from the bright sun. I think I've successfully done it, we'll see how it goes. It's Monday today and at the weekend I vlogged a little bit of what I was doing, but yesterday I kind of cut it short because we went out in the morning to meet friends over at Gajrivi at the rock pool, so that was really nice. Their Christmas decorations up in there looked really nice. We just had a little catch up and then a storm kind of started to drag in a bit, so we came home. I wasn't feeling too well, so I hopped into bed and had a bit of a nap, hence the vlogging just came to an abrupt halt really. But this morning I had been to the gym and I what else have I done this morning? Oh, I made some yummy porridge with some apples and some raisins in, that was really tasty. Some honey, really nice wintry breakfast. Sat at the table downstairs for a bit. Oh, which reminds me, because on the table downstairs, my friend who we met yesterday, Kimberly, has lent me Jonathan Van Ness's books. I'm really excited to get stuck into that, but I do have to finish my Jen Sincero, is that how you say her name? Jen Sincero book, You're a Badass. I need to finish that first, then I can read the Jonathan Van Ness one. But Kimberly has lent me a lot of books and I still have them because I'm so slow at reading right now. She also got me an awesome little plate for Christmas, which I'll put a little clip in of. Love it, I mean it couldn't be a more suitable plate for me really. So that I'm going to find a little home for. Yeah, and then we're here Monday now, so I am going to just sit. I've got an order to pack, I have an email to have a look at from the bespoke work that I sent to a client, so she's just come back to me on the stuff for that with her thoughts on that work and what she likes. So I'm going to have a look at that. And then I need to update my digital calendars, which was on my to-do list for last week. It was on my to-do list for last week, but I didn't quite get around to it because I had a lot of other things to do. And the other thing I want to carry on doing is working my way through this December Reflections printable. This is from Gemma Sands. If you guys have been here for a while, you'll definitely know Gemma because I've mentioned her a lot. Gemma was a coach that I had that helped me get Leaf Lane Studio even into being anything. And she released the December Reflections workbook yesterday. You can get it on her Instagram link, but I don't know if it'll still be there by the time this comes out, but I will try and find it and link it below for you. It's totally free and it's really good. So I'm working through that, and I think that sort of thing is super helpful to plan ahead. So it really helps kind of unpick your brain, and mine definitely needs unpicking because I am in the middle of planning business stuff for next year and blog stuff for next year too. So that is good, and I'm sure I have some other things to do today, so I'm going to write myself a to-do list now, and then I'm going to probably pack that order because I want to take that to the post office, but probably not till after lunch, and then I will have a little look at that client email and then I can sort of do anything else from there. So let's go. On Friday I updated my Etsy page with all of my stuff now, and so that is, well, there's a couple of things missing, but basically everything that I'm offering on there at the moment. I need to learn a lot more about Etsy and how to kind of do better on it. I've kind of neglected it just because obviously my main focus is Leafling Studio, because I want people to buy from my actual site, and so, but I still want to use Etsy because it's an awesome search engine. Also at the moment I am looking at updating Leafling Studio. I'm on Squarespace at the moment, but it's quite busy when I scroll down, where I've just been really busy and added things on and not really thought about it too much. So I'm in the process of updating this. But yeah, my Etsy shop definitely needs tidying up, definitely needs to be, I need to change the banner and make that look more interesting. But you know, at the moment my stuff is on there and that's the main thing, it's searchable. But I've just got to learn a little bit more about it, because at the moment when I search, if I was to search something quite specific, my stuff is like way down in the listing, so I need to probably keyword it a little bit better and just work that out. So yeah, need to get on that too. A lot to do to get these shops busy, but I'll take you with me for sure. Right, so my to-do list is written out, and right now I am just going to pack my order quick. So I need to go onto the back part of my Squarespace, which comes up looking like this because I've only got one thing going on, and then I'll go into my commerce section and into orders. I'm not going to click on it now because it'll bring up people's addresses, but I'm going to go and do my order, but I shall show you me packing that. Just brought you downstairs with me. I'm just going to make a coffee. I always start my Mondays a little bit in the procrastination frame of mind, and today is no different, although I'm getting better at getting myself more organised. I've been doing all these kind of like end of year reflections and journaling and bits and pieces like that. Oof, I am very bright, let's just organise that a bit better. Yeah, I'm doing all these reflections, and part of that, what I spoke about earlier, Gemma's December reflections book, it was talking about your kind of successes and things you've achieved, and I guess for a lot of people that might be about kind of really, how do I put this without sounding weird, but it might be things that, like, you know, I've sold X amount of units in my business, or I've achieved a certain amount of clients, or I've managed to buy my own home, or got a new job that I wanted, or whatever. I actually wrote on mine about self-development and learning a lot of my traits that I'm not particularly proud of. I'm just going to put the microwave on, so bear with. And one of the big things I've learned about myself this year is how much of a procrastinator and how much of an avoider I can be when I am worried about something. And then of course that just exacerbates the worrying when you kind of avoid things. Don't get me wrong, if it's a really important thing to do with business or clients or whatever, I won't avoid it long term, but I can be very anxious and nervous about opening an email that a client has sent in case it's really, really negative, and I have got a lot better about that. And I think one of the big things I'm learning as I'm journaling through 2019 is that the last 2, maybe 3 years has been a lot about personal development, you know, listening to the podcast, reading the books, journaling, learning about how I am as a person. This year has been very, very, very difficult. It's like 2019 has been, all the years before I've been doing the work under the surface, kind of like chipping away at the self-development, working and really learning. And then it's almost like, I don't know if I'm going to use this terminology right, but like when you're sifting for gold, like the self-development is the full sieve of dirt and rocks and whatever, and you're sifting, and then that's been the last 2 years where you sort of see glimmers of gold appearing, and then 2019 has been, the gold has come to the surface. So like for me, as much as it's been really difficult, I've learned some tough lessons this year, and it's been really difficult, and If you've been following my Instagram, you'll know I've been talking about being in a funk and things like that, but those little nuggets of gold that have come to the surface, as much as they've been really difficult, they're not like a little amazing kind of achievement. They are really good things to have been through, and it's been painful and difficult and challenging, and all of this stuff has been kind of brought to the surface, and it's been raw and emotional. And I came off my mental health medication in May, which I haven't really spoken about because I didn't want to kind of talk about it until I knew that it was a definite sort of thing, but I haven't been on it since May. So all of this going on has brought all of these things up, and I have had to work my arse off on what is going on in my head, like asking myself questions. Why am I feeling like this? How am I going to make this feel better? All of these different things, and they're like my little nuggets of gold. So those gold equals success for me, even though it was very, very difficult. Sometimes the good things in life aren't always big achievements like getting the job, getting the car, working out a problem with a friend, going on an amazing holiday, whatever it is. Sometimes the good things in life are packaged up slightly differently, because this hard year is going to take me forward to being a better human being, a more successful, driven human being. Also learning about myself, knowing and being honest about the way I am, knowing that I can be lazy through procrastination. You know, I'm not a lazy person by nature. I get up at 5:30 every morning and go to the gym because it makes me feel good. But learning how I function as a self-employed human, I could be, you know, reflecting on the year, I know I could be so much further forward if I'd given myself a bit more of a kick up the arse. And that is what 2020 is going to be about for me. Now I've learned that, but I had to learn it. And until you work for yourself, you don't really know what you're going to be like as a human being. And it's all about being, just walk straight past the microwave, all about being really honest with yourself. And sometimes that's really hard to do because you're criticising yourself. Anyway, I've ranted for 5 minutes. I hope that made sense. All the gold sifting thing probably didn't, but in my head it made sense. Basically just saying that all the big, when you reflect and you're asked what your successes are, don't always look for the materialism, don't always look for big things, and just think about what's helped you grow. And it might be that a really bad experience has helped you grow, and it certainly makes you a better person if you do something with it. I think throughout my life I'd buried things quite deep, and the last few years have been about learning how to grow my soul in order to deal with things that have come to the surface this year. So everything happens for a reason, everything happens in the right order. You've just got to embrace it. There's no point hiding from it. And some days, especially recently, all I've wanted to do is get into bed and cry and just think that I could have done better this year. But it's all happened for a reason, and this has been quite a slow year for me. I've been slow and it has been slow. It's gone by fast, but you know what I mean. But that's all for a reason. You've got to embrace it. You've got to also embrace what you can't change. Big believer in you've got to embrace what you can't change. There's no point me spending the first 3 months of 2020 thinking, oh God, if only I'd made 2019 a little bit better, then I'd be so much further on. What if I wouldn't be? Gotta just go with it. Anyway, gonna just make this coffee and then wrap up that order. It was so windy last night. We had 70-mile-an-hour winds, and she is terrified of the wind, but she went out in it because she was desperate. She hadn't been outside for over 12 hours. In fact, it was almost 24 hours. She has got her litter tray still inside, but she gets like this. I don't know. The vet once told me that cats have bladders of steel, and apparently she definitely does. Look how cute she is. Gizmo, I can't cope with how cute you are. She's got her jabs on Wednesday, so I've got to take her to the vets at 11:15. I hate taking her for jabs because although she doesn't ever claw the vet, she gets very stressed out. But look at you. Look how pretty you are. What's a dozy face? Alright guys, I'll leave you in peace, my little lovely. Look at your little paws, look at those paws. It's the afternoon now, I have just had lunch and I am just about to head to the post office to post the order that you saw me packing earlier. I've just emailed my client who I spoke about this morning about the bespoke work. Sadly I can't really show you any of that because it is bespoke, and you saw some of it in the previous vlog. Some of the flowers I was drawing in that on the iPad were for this client. So she's having invites, just little 7x5" invites. She's having a little RSVP and this little additional note thing. And also I'm doing hand lettering for her envelopes as well. And then she's having some on the day stationery too, but we're yet to discuss that. We're just kind of like splitting it into stages just because she doesn't get married until September 2020, so we're just kind of working through it that way. Got little Giz here. Say hi, Giz. Hi. I want to try and get a yoga session in today. I've been to the gym. I did chest and triceps today and some cardio, but I really want to get a yoga session in because I'm feeling super tight in my hips and my lower back, and I really want to ease that off and do kind of a bit of a light, gentle yoga. So I'm going to try and do that later if I can. And what else? Oh, I need to start on my digital calendars, updating them to the 2020 version. So let's go to the post office. I can't take you with me because I can't balance the camera in the car, but post office with me first, come back, and then I'll carry on and take you through some of the bits I'm doing then. Now guys, I'm back from the post office and I have the fun job of going into my calendar to update it all. I'm really bad, I don't know if anyone else is the same, but I'm really bad with hanging on to old files, so I need to go in, update it, and then get rid of all the old stuff. So I'm updating, I think I've got my old and new one on here, have I? So this one, if you guys can see that, that was the newest edition, that came out for this year. I'm not bringing out a brand new one, I'm just going to update it. So I've got that one, and then I have got this one here, which looks like this. So again, just going to update it. So I've got to go into individual pages, all this is set up. I may change the quotes, that won't take me long if I do decide to do that. The calendars both have different quotes, so if you do want to get like one of each, one for home, one for your office, then you can do. They're downloadable and then they come out. This is obviously this year's newer version. I don't know why my pages are upside down. Depending on your printer, I mean I don't have an amazing printer, but it still came out really, really well, and really vibrant, and the quotes are just underneath here, and I think, yeah, they're the same on the other one too. And then there's a little notes section down the bottom. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get to work on updating these for 2020, and hopefully it won't take me too long, so then I can get those up though, and they can be for sale because people have been asking about them. And for those asking, I don't do physical versions of these just because they're very expensive to get printed, and obviously you don't want to get lumbered with a whole load of calendars. So I just do printable versions for now, and who knows what the future will bring, but that's what I am doing for now, so I'm going to crack on with that.